We're all concerned about hackers. The majority of them are criminals who obtain access to our computer systems. However, not all hackers are evil. There are innumerable crooks on the internet, but only a few elites have earned the right to call themselves the world's most dangerous hackers. The best hackers in the world, however, are those who never get caught. Here are the top 10 most dangerous hackers in the world. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. Gary McKinnon. A Scottish hacker named Gary McKinnon was successful in hacking into 97 American military networks between 2001 and 2002. He allegedly wrote on the military's website, "Your security is garbage." He claimed to be looking for information about UFO cover-ups and the suppression of free energy. Nonetheless, U.S. investigators claimed he destroyed some critical data, rendered 300 workstations inoperable, and cost over $698,000 in losses. Despite attempts by the U.S. to extradite him, he remains in the UK's asylum. Number 9. Kane Gamble. Kane Gamble, also known as Cracker online, was the most visible member of the hacker organization Crackers with Attitude, or CWA. Gamble created havoc in late 2016 by hacking into the personal accounts of multiple U.S. government officials, as well as several U.S. government portals and tools. Gamble was only 15 years old at the time. He was apprehended and sentenced to 2 years in prison. Gamble was not allowed to use a computer or anything else connected to the internet for a year after his release. Number 8. Adrian Lameau. Adrian Lameau's wandering lifestyle earned him the moniker Homeless Hacker, despite successfully hacking into the New York Times internal computers in 2002. Lameau obtained access to confidential databases, including one containing the personal information of nearly 3,000 people who had written for the newspaper's op-ed section. He was sentenced to 2 years on probation and a fine of roughly $65,000. Lameau recently made headlines again for reporting Chelsea Manning for leaking secret U.S. Army material. Number 7. Aaron Swartz. The late Aaron Swartz is widely regarded as one of the greatest and most well-known hackers of all time. It was his hack of MIT's network, during which he downloaded thousands of articles from the closed academic resource portal JSTOR, that landed him in the sights of U.S. authorities. The federal authorities in the United States were keen to punish the outspoken teenage activist. Swartz tragically committed suicide in January 2013 at the age of 26 after 2 years of nonstop court fights and facing up to 35 years in prison. Number 6. Carl Koch. Back in the 1970s and 1980s, computer hackers were responsible for leaking and selling Cold War-related material. Such was the situation for Carl Koch, a member of the Chaos Computer Club. The club was responsible for attacks on American entities such as NASA, the Chief of Staff's Desk Bank, and even the Max Planck Institute for Nuclear Physics. They grabbed information and source codes from the servers and sold them to the KGB. Carl Koch was discovered deceased in questionable circumstances in May 1989. He was burned alive, but his death was considered a suicide. Number 5. Anonymous. Anonymous is one of the world's most infamous hacker organizations, having no official membership or hierarchy. Anyone may do anything in the name of Anonymous. For nearly 2 decades, this gang of hackers has displayed an organization centered on the concept of social justice. When Russia attacked Ukraine this year in February, a Twitter account called Anonymous, with 7.9 million followers, declared a cyber war on Russia's president, Vladimir Putin. Following that, the group claimed to have disabled Russian government websites and leaked data. In the guise of hacktivism, Anonymous collaborated with hundreds of international governments on social and political issues. Number 4. Elliot Gunton. Elliot Gunton was discovered hacking TalkTalk at the age of 16. Since then, he has been charged with a variety of offenses in the United Kingdom, including data theft, forgery, and money laundering with Bitcoin. In the United States, he was charged with identity theft, hijacking EtherDelta, a currency trading service, and scamming customers out of millions of dollars over nearly 2 weeks. Gunton was sentenced to 20 months in prison and fined over £400,000 after pleading guilty in the UK. Gunton's charges in the United States are still pending, and officials are now seeking testimony from his alleged victims. Number 3. Astra. Authorities captured Astra in 2008, and he was identified as a 58-year-old Greek mathematician at the time. He allegedly had been hacking into the Dassault Group for over 5 years. During that period, he stole cutting-edge weapon technology software and data, which he then sold to 250 people worldwide. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison after his hacking caused the Dassault Group $360 million in damages. Nobody knows why his true identity has never been revealed, but Astra is a Sanskrit term that means sword. Number 2. Albert Gonzalez. An early computer nerd leader, was the son of Cuban refugees. Gonzalez purchased his first computer with his own money when he was 12 years old. He hacked NASA in under 2 years. Gonzalez was arrested at the age of 22 and charged with a debit card fraud in connection with the theft of debit card information. He stole around 180 million payment card accounts from various companies. Only from TJX have Gonzalez and his colleagues stolen about $256 million. Gonzalez was sentenced to 2 consecutive 20-year sentences and will be released in 2025. Number 1. Kevin Mitnick. Kevin Mitnick, widely regarded as the world's most prominent computer hacker, was named by the U.S. Department of Justice as the most sought computer criminal in U.S. history. Mitnick began hacking at a young age. He first gained public prominence when he hacked North American Defense Command, NORAD, in 1981. These incidents later inspired the film War Games. Mitnick hacked Digital Equipment Corporation's DEC network system in 1989. He was arrested and imprisoned as a result. Following his release, he showcased his ability by hacking Pacific Bell's voicemail system. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comments section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.